Good morning, guys. This is Jeff with HKS Systems Lock and Safe. We're just showing you a couple of tools that we've been using recently. They're very specialized, so it's sort of something you don't see very often. In our trade, we have to sometimes go through holes to get inside safes and vaults that require lock manipulation from the inside of the vault. Well, unfortunately, you can't get in there, so you have to go from the outside. You always are on the cusp of trying to do the least amount of damage while still being able to make sure that you could get into the vault or safe, get it open, have the customer back in working order. These are some of the tools that are sort of specialized for our trade. The first one is the vault trick that's made by Lock Defeat Technologies. Phil makes some great tools. If you look, it doesn't look like much, but believe me, it's something really neat. So the neat part about this is it's uses basically a 1/4 inch hole, maybe a little bit wider, and it allows you to put that straight through the hole, and then when you get on the inside, it's hinged. So what you would do is just spin that, push all the way in, spin it, it's going to drop down. Now what it's going to allow you to do is from the other end, you're going to be able to tighten that up into the handle section there, and then that part is actually going to stay rigid. So what that's used for is a lot of times you could have it right next to the handle, and you're able to stick it through the 1/4 inch hole, make it rigid, then turn that handle by using force on the actual T-handle section here. So basically it's sort of a bypass handle. He has a couple other attachments you could use it for, grabbing things, but that's pretty much what it's for, is something like that. Really neat design. The other design he has is same similar hole pattern. It has a little funky looking handle set here, and it doesn't look like much, like I said, but it's actually really well designed, well worth the money. You know, so I think they're like $75 or something. Yeah, you could probably make it yourself if you're so inclined, but his seemed to be better, better finish. So what that does, it actually has a specialized tip on there, and this is used for grabbing relocker wires. Relocker wires are used in safes and vaults when you smash the back, or by just sheer issues with the lock. Sometimes the back cover will pop off. There's typically wires that are on there. The wires are designed to shoot spring-loaded pistons into the bolt work so you can't get it back out. It's called an external relocker. And that's pretty common in most high-end safes. Even some of the cheaper safes have that now. So what this does is you would find where that wire runs, drill a hole in line with it, put that all the way through. You would be able to then see the line. We'll just pretend this is the line. We're going to grab that, get that in there. We're going to push that tube in, and that tube's basically keeping that wire suspended in there. And then at the other end, you have the wing nut. So you're just going to spin that wing nut until that outside sheath gets tight. Now that outside sheath is tight, and it's basically got that captive. At that point, then you could just use the handle, and you could spin that, and that's going to keep spinning that wire like spaghetti on a fork. And then eventually it's going to retract that dead latch, allow you to open the door, service the problem, and have the customer back in working condition with minimum damage. So that is something that's really cool, pretty unique. They come in handy. You don't use them a lot, but when you need it, you're going to wish you had it. So usually I have 2 or 3 sets of these, just because sometimes when one wire goes, they are tied in conjunction with other wires, so they're sort of a web of wires that once they become loose, they all start to fire. So you need to be able to grab individual wires and retract them. Once again, these are for vaults mostly. Some of the bigger safes use it as well. Some of the higher end stuff uses it. But if you need service for that, please give us a call. We do a lot of safe and vault work, and we're out in the Mchenry County area. Mchenry County is in Illinois. Please give us a call. HKS Systems Lock and Safe, 847-204-6000. 7046. Thank you.